chat series for the next event that you're going to want to get to. It's a Point Fighter Live event, the 13th annual Best of the Best Sparring Championship. It's coming up Saturday, November 18th. Super close. And we have the promoter on here today. So how are you doing today?
I'm doing great, Isabella. Thank you for having me.
Well, I'm excited for your event. Longtime promoter, and it's a vibrant scene. It's going to be held in Atlanta. So why don't you tell me a little bit more about how you're feeling ahead of the event?
Heading into the event, I think it's going to be an awesome event this year. We're adding a nighttime final show, highlighting some kids under belts and hopefully some adult under belts. But we have a 8-man challenge for a championship belt and $1,000, and those are set matches. It'll be 2 different brackets, and they'll fight down to the last 2.
It's going to be really exciting. Without giving away some of those names, are you confident it's going to be some really exciting matches?
Yes, they're going to be some exciting matches. I do have all the names. I really do. So, yes, it's going to be an exciting tournament. Last year, I think we had close to 200 competitors.
That's
So,
the numbers that tournaments, with forms bring in sometimes. But to think that this is an event that's all sparring focused, why did you decide to hold, I know you have multiple events that you promote, but why do you hold this event?
we have 5, which mine's the last one leading up. We sort of call it the Super Bowl of sparring. We have 5 events, which one kicks off in March, and then so on out through the year. The last one is in October, and then mine's is November. We do a good job down here with all fighting tournaments with all the other stuff that's going on, but we really do a real good job promoting these tournaments. It's an all-star karate league rated. Um, it's the 13th year that I have it. I've been having it, so I'm super excited this year, especially with the nighttime final show. I never did one with the All Sparring Championships, so trying to highlight some kids and you know come out and see who's the best of the best.
Of course. Okay, let's talk about the nuts and bolts of what people need to know for your event. Happening Saturday, November 18th. It is down in Georgia. What about registration? Can people still register? Where can they do it?
All right, you can go to my Uventex. All right, and it's $50 for 1, 2, and 3 events. After November the 10th, it goes up to 70. So make sure you guys sign up early so you can beat that late cost of signing up at the door after the 10th.
Okay, great. And what about the schedule? So there is going to be a nighttime show. When's do you have that? I know, it's an art to come up with the schedule, but do you have that hammered down yet?
Pretty much. The first event, the tournament kicks off at 10. The first events will be team fighting, kids team fighting. And hopefully we'll take a couple of those. We're going to try to take some daytime participants to the night show, but team fighting will be first, and then point fighting, then continuous.
Okay. All right. I love the 10 a.m. start. 8 a.m. for me is just a little too harsh, especially when you have that night show coming up. 10 a.m. sounds reasonable, right? Like your college classes, you can handle a 10 a.m.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. What about judges? Are you still asking for officials? Or are you all set there? How are you feeling about that?
We have a few set judges, especially for the night show. I want the judges for the night show not to be biased. Nobody knows them, so it's going to be real good for that 8-man challenge that night.
Yeah. So speaking of which, that 8-man challenge, they're vying for a grand, $1,000, right?
And a championship belt.
Yeah, and the championship belt. Now, speaking of awards, if someone wasn't, picked for that 8-man challenge, if they're an underbelt or they're just fighting during the day, they do get to go home with a cool prize or 2 cool prizes. Why don't you tell people about that?
All right, it's first through third place medals. Each point fighting grand champion will compete for championship gloves, special design championship gloves, and a championship ring. So you have to win first place. Each first place from intermediate, beginners, intermediate, advanced, and even the black belts, they compete for cash money during the daytime.
Okay, awesome. Are you saying also, so even if you take first place, are you saying for grands you compete for money?
Yes, in the daytime for black belts, men and women and executives.
Awesome. Really cool. All right. What about for people who might want to spend the night because there is a night show hotel that you're offering or like a block rate?
Yes, ma'am. The hotel is the Hilton in Peachtree City, Georgia, Lake Peachtree. The room rates are 159 for the night. So it's really convenient. You right downstairs, you come to the tournament ready to go.
Nice. Awesome. If people want to make a weekend out of it because it's on a Saturday, come in on Friday, stay Saturday night. In terms of your students or other people, do you know of any private lessons that are going to be offered or seminars or things like that?
Not this year. We won't be doing one. This will be my first time not having one. Uh,
Mhm.
because of the night show and trying to get everything together. I was just focuses on trying to have a good event, get it started on time, everything finished on time, and have a great time. Because I know everybody want to see these fighters that's been selected.
Yeah, definitely. It's kind of like you're getting a 2-for-1 in here. You get to get your rounds in, you get to compete for some cool prizes and for some money, but also it's like a show, you know?
Yes.
You get to spectate and watch that as well. How long do you anticipate your night show lasting?
No longer than 2 hours. We'll hopefully
Okay.
be done within 2 hours. We got some underbelt kids who'll be performing. They got some set matches and gonna take a few kids, a few adults from the daytime to the night show. So we're gonna have a great show, a great showing, and everybody can go to my Eventex to get tickets for that show. It's $10 general admission for the tournament, $20 for all day, and 15 for that night.
Okay. Awesome. And what time does that night show start?
6 o'clock.
6 o'clock. All right. From 6 to 8. Then you can if people want to go out after on their Saturday night, what's kind of the area of the venue of the location so people can get a picture?
Oh, it's a cool area. You got a lot of different restaurants down there. Peachtree City is a suburban type area, so real cool vibes, good restaurants. Just a cool place to hang out. I hang out down there at least twice a month in that area, just having a good time. So it's a real good place for people to go eat, have fun, then get ready to come back for that night show.
Nice. Now, have you been announcing who are the 8 men?
We just got them all in.
Okay.
We selected the first four, but all of them in. So Jalen Lazenby and Malik Green
Nice.
be matched up. You have in that same bracket with Jalen and Malik, you have Joseph Brackett and Cameron Harvey,
Mhm.
and then the next bracket you have oh gosh, I'm bumbling his name. I don't want to miss Samuel Osei
Mhm.
versus Devin Watson, aka Flash. And then in that same bracket, you have Justin Floyd from FKS versus Anthony Hewitt from Tony Young All Star Karate.
Great. How excited are you for that to watch that?
I'm very excited. I hope it goes well so we can continue it. We carefully selected these fighters, young up and coming fighters, and that's what I wanted to see. Some young up and coming talent, and so they can get some props.
So great for the sport because I know you're going to have some of those younger guys, those underbelts also, and even the junior black belts looking up to the guys who they want to be one day, right? And watch them grow. So that's really cool. Are you going to be coaching your son up there?
Uh, that's hard to say. I have a lot of students to be up there, but probably so.
Okay. I don't think anyone's going to blame you. I mean, it's your son, right?
Yes.
Very fun, very fun. And then in terms of, you said it's $15 for the night show, but I mean, it's gonna be a full day of great fights. Tell me a little bit more about what you're expecting. The vibe and the energy in there, and what it normally is these past 12 years.
Oh, the vibe is gonna be awesome. We have a DJ. He's gonna be announcing. We're gonna probably have smoke for the fighters to come out.
Oh, so
Gonna be-
cool.
Yeah, so the younger kids they gonna really have a good time. I want to display these kids so they can see what it feel like to be on that big stage.
Oh, nice. All right. Anything? So you said the 8-man challenge we've been talking about, awards and gloves. The major date people need to know November 10th. Right. Get your registration in by before then. Right.
Yes, yes,
Okay. And
please.
there's still availability for the hotel.
Yes, ma'am.
Parking is not going to be an issue. So it's the little things that people kind of want to
Oh,
pre-plan.
this
Parking
is
is not an issue.
oh, the parking is great at this facility. Is awesome.
Okay.
Facility
Very
is great.
easy.
Yeah, they're gonna enjoy the facility. Trust me.
Awesome. And then, all right. Anything else that I missed that you want to talk about for your tournament, so people know about it?
All right, so get there early. Um, there's
How
10.
early?
Uh,
Like
turn,
when are you guys gonna open the doors? I
we're
guess.
gonna open the doors probably around 9:30.
Okay.
9:30. Good registration spot. People can get out in the lobby and hang out. And don't forget, it's $10 for general admission for the tournament, $20 for all day. So if you plan to be there all day, make sure you can go online. You can you can sign up, get your tickets for $20 for all day. And if you just come for the nighttime show, it's $15. So it's a great deal all the way around. The tournaments are not too expensive, but we're giving out some great awards. We have a couple of sponsors. I have Wiggins Auto Sale. I have 24/7 heating and air. I have a congressman that sponsors every year, Naomi Williams. So it's going to be a great event. So you guys don't miss this event. This is the final sparring tournament of the year. Who's going to be the best of the best?
Okay. Awesome. That's the question, and that'll get answered in September or Saturday, November 18th. So that's going to be really exciting. All right. Again, it's Point Fighter Live approved, and whoever the best of the best ends up being will come back onto the podcast, and then we can talk about them as a martial artist, and we'll talk about what it took for them to get there. So that's one of the things to strive for Point Fighter Live approved events.
Yes, ma'am.
Cool. All right, get those registrations in. If you made it to the end of this podcast, November 10th, register, get those deals before prices go up. And good luck to everybody participating, and good luck to you for a great event, 13th annual.
Thank you guys for having me. See everybody in November